G'day mate, how are you? Welcome back to Geometry Dash mate. Oh, it's going to be a bloody fantastic video today. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a highly requested video in the building series, and that is custom backgrounds. I've seen a lot of people in the comments saying, show us how to make a good custom background. You know, I can kind of see why people want this video. It's not an easy thing to make a custom background. You can make some really garbage ones really easily, of course, but if you want to make a nice custom background, you kind of got to have a sense for the balance of background and foreground. But anyway, I'll get into that as we're going to go and show you guys how to do some simple but cool custom backgrounds in Geometry Dash, and this is building with lemons. Okay, so basically what I'm going to be doing in this one is I'm going to be going into some of my older levels that don't have custom backgrounds. So let's just say, for example, what do we have? What about this one here? This is something you guys have probably never seen. Oh, it's a 1.9 level, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so this is a 1.9 level I made back in like 2015. How about we just go to the drop and see what we've got going for it first before we start decorating anything? No, this is actually pretty cool. I've not seen this in a very long time. This is actually quite nostalgic. Anyway, as you can see, we've got quite just a simple 1.9 level, but here's the thing. We're going to show you how to pimp it out with a custom background. So here's what I like to do. When I make custom backgrounds, I usually like to make them of something similar, something of origin to the block design, something around, So here, as you can see, we've got bricks like this. We've got these brick blocks, we've got brick, here. And also, it's kind of like a retro level, so you may as well make it like a retro custom background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, you always want to do a new layer. Always a new layer with a custom background. It interferes with the gameplay and everything else so much. So find a layer with nothing on it. As you can see, I didn't actually use layering back in the day, so that's pretty easy for me to do. So it's going to use layer 1, and this is where your custom background is going to reside. Okay, so now you want to choose your block, and I'm actually going to be choosing some classic brick blocks here, so these bad boys. So what you can do is just start out by experimenting. So random patterns for what I'm going to be doing now, random patterns, and also we can grab these bricks wherever they are. We get a smaller version of them somewhere, I think. Okay, so this is like a small version of it. We're going to get these around a bit, just place them around, do what looks cool, just make something like this, and we're just going to make a cool, unique looking structure that is perfectly unique to what we're doing. Just get a bit of variation, and you don't want everything to be the same. So we're going to be placing this around here. We're going to get some of the smaller ones too here, even smaller, just a bit of variation. I'm just making this up on the spot, by the way, guys. This is not planned, so you can kind of see what I'm doing at the moment. Okay, so that's one of them. I'm also going to make a second one, which is going to look even more unique. So we're going to go back to these blocks here. Just going to randomly spray them around, maybe not that far out. Just get a bit of variation everywhere. There we go. Now we can get these ones again and place them around. Just chuck them in everywhere. We're going to be just placing them anywhere you feel like it. To just place them to your heart's content, to be honest. It's all up to you. Anything you do is up to you. We can even put some in here like this and make a few gaps in the brick structure that we're doing here. I think that would work pretty well. And we're going to do the same thing down here. I'm kind of just rambling about nothing at the moment, but hopefully this is kind of helpful, this video. But yeah, I'm just showing you my process of making custom backgrounds in Geometry Dash. Okay, so we've got two weird looking structures here, and what we're going to do now is turn them into a custom background. So two of them here, we're going to go select them all. We're actually going to scale them up a little bit to give them a bit of size. Remove that there. We're going to get them both again, copy paste, and we're going to flip them upside down, flip them horizontally, move them down a bit, just so they look like different structures. So there we go, we've got 4 of those there. We're going to select them all now, give them a new group. So group 1, it's the only thing, first one on the thing, probably be different for you, but group number 1 I'm going to be using, I'm going to go B4. This part's very important, so B4, then just get it nice and low. So I'm going to go -18. It depends on what layer your objects are on. So you might have something that's even lower than 18, then you'd have to go even further down. So say you had saw blades and they were on B4 -18. You'd want this custom background to be -19. So it's below the lowest object. So there we go. We got a nice and low custom background. It's in its own group. We want to also press don't fade and don't enter. This is optional, but I do like this feature in a custom background. So there we go. We've got our base for our custom background. Now, what you're going to want to do is get this alpha trigger here and take it to the start of the level. So we're going to put it all the way at the very start. Group 1, turn off the opacity. So now they're invisible. You won't see them. If we turn off on preview mode, you won't be able to see them. Now, so this is where the part starts for the custom background. This wave part right here. So if we place an alpha trigger here, color 1, and then let's just say you know, let's make it 60% opacity, you know, so see how it's kind of opaque, not completely, but it's relatively opaque, and that's what it's going to go, see how here, it's going to appear when we come here, it's going to be invisible, but it's going to be invisible before it, so yeah, you can kind of see how that works. Now what we're also going to do is get a move trigger, go 1, same group, we're going to go 1000, and we're going to go 20. So this is my move time that I like. This is my optimal time that I use for custom backgrounds. If you want to make it go even longer, you can go 2040. It will move the same speed, but it will go twice as far. So we got those, but also going to move them back one more. So now that will basically be your custom background complete, and I think we can go check it out. We're going to actually start from here, just so we can kind of get a bit of a lead up. But this is one custom background that you can do that I made in about 5 minutes. So as you can see, I've made a very simple custom background, extremely simple, very basic, and it fits the style, you know? It fits the style that it's in, so it kind of works like that. That's how you can make a custom background for, you know, a more basic thing. Next I'm going to show you something a little more complicated, you know, something a little different. We're going to go into a different level completely. So something, let's just see, what have I got here? Okay, so I've got this level here, another 1.9 level that I made. It's called Massacre. You guys haven't seen this one either. I have a lot of levels that you haven't seen, by the way, that aren't online or no one's even seen them. So we're going to find a spot where we can make a cool custom background. I'm thinking maybe just this one here. Kind of like, yeah, that could be cool. And we're going to make something a little more complex. Okay, so another cool custom background here that we can use is something a little more unique. It uses a lot of glows, so it's a bit like glow style. You know, if you've seen Darwin's levels, it's kind of related to that. So we're going to go onto a new layer. Of course, we'll use 5 this time. And we're going to get the big fat glow, you know, the nice juicy one. I really have to stop saying things like that. Oh my god. Now I'm going to build it up nice and high here. You know, just build it nice and high up into the sky. Woo! You know, I keep doing these accidental rhymes throughout these videos. It's really cool. Like, I honestly think I should become a poet, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so now you've made this big nice pillar here. We're going to select it and we're going to move it one step across, so like that. Now we've made a kind of laser beam thing. And we're going to give it a new color, so let's just say 7, and then, you know, we'll do that. We'll give it something nice and bright. As you can see, it's really bright, really powerful. And what we're also going to do next is get the small glow, so the tiny little one. Look how small he is. Such a cute little bugger, isn't he? And we're going to give him a new color. We're going to make it pink also, but a bit more intense pink. So as you can see, it's like kind of closer to the red. We're going to do that. Now we're going to build this one all the way up into the sky too. I'm going to get it, copy it. You know, just do the same thing as before. Move it one step across. And now we've got like a mini laser. So we've got a tiny laser and a big laser, and we're going to make this one a bit bigger actually, because we don't want it to be too small. Okay, so that's our lasers right there. This one I might want to make a bit brighter, you know, a bit more intense. There we go. That looks good. There we go. So now we've got 2 lasers. Now we're going to put the small one onto a different layer here, and we're going to work on these. So this one, B4, as always, you want to go B4. We're going to go -15. Don't fade and don't enter. And then a new group, so 1. This one, we're going to do the same thing pretty much, so B4, except we want to make it even lower than the other one. So basically, all the way down, we're going to go -27, whatever, and don't fade, don't enter, new group, so number 2. So now we've got these in their groups, and we've got them layered. So what we can do is, not clear my throat, but keep playing Geometry Dash. I'm going to copy paste this around a bit, kind of make it vary it a little bit, don't make them too even. I mean, you can do what you like, but what I'm doing is going to be a little different. So then we're going to get them, scale them up nice and big, just delete that, and now we're going to copy paste this around too. Don't make them too even, just make them kind of sporadic, randomly place them around, just, you know, get a bit of variation. So now that's that layer. Now we're going to go into 6, do the same thing pretty much, just copy paste them some around, just make them not too even, you know, nothing, kind of just randomly again, and then same thing. Scale it up a little bit. In this case, actually, we're going to scale it down a bit. So, you know, like that, we're going to scale it, and we'll paste some around here. Just get them everywhere. Who even cares? Just, you know, just chuck them around. And there we go. We've placed all the blocks we need for this cool custom background. So, as you notice, they're on groups number 1 and number 2. So, we're going to do our move object straight away instead of the alpha this time. So, number 1, we're going to go 1020, just like before. And number 2, we're going to go 1030. So, different. Get a bit of variation, so they're going to both be moving at different speeds. You'll understand when you see it. Now we're going to do the opacity for them, so same thing as before. Go to the start, number 1, invisible, and just make that completely invisible. Number 2, also invisible. So now we're going back to where the custom background is, and as you can see, well, as you can't see, they're not there. You can't see them because they're invisible again. I mean, you can see, the hell? I don't even know. Oh my god. So we grab our alpha triggers here, we'll go 1, and we'll say this one is 62, so not too bright, and then number 2 can be a bit brighter, so 89. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what we've done in the editor. Here we go. So as you can see, we've made a basic glow custom background. They kind of like, as you can see, they kind of move together, but one's moving faster than the other, and it's a cool little glow style. It's very simple to do, very easy. And of course, this is still a 1.9 level, so the decoration is pretty garbage, but this looks great. This effect can look great when you use it correctly, and I've just taught you how to do it. So that's another type of custom background that you may be interested in trying. So that was my custom background episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. I hope it was informative. This has been requested a lot, as I said before, so I hope it was satisfied your need for a custom background video. I enjoyed making it quite a bit. I like sharing my Geometry Dash knowledge with other people, and I hope you liked it. Anyways, guys, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take it easy and stay nice and cool. What have we got in the daily? Oh, we got nothing. Oh, okay, no, I'm kidding. I don't even care. But anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Have a good day and peace out.